I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Maggie Norris with Whisked Cooking School. Okay, what's the first one we're doing?
Okay, we're gonna do the crust to the pecan chocolate bars.
Gotcha.
So that is flour, butter, brown sugar, mushed up with a fork, and you just dump that in there and pat it down really, really well. You want it really, and don't go up the sides.
Just down on, okay, flat, and then is that enough mixed up?
Yeah, that looks great. And then you're just gonna pop that right in the oven. And now I'm gonna get started on the vegan apple crisp. So in here I have apples. I have tart and sweet apples, and then I have ginger and lemon juice in here as well.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add cornstarch because that's gonna help thicken
it.
And then I have cinnamon and a little bit of kosher salt in here as well. I'm gonna add sugar, of course, for the sweetening part. You can use coconut sugar if you want to. And then I'm gonna add a little bit, about a 1/4 cup of the apple juice. And you can use apple cider too.
I was gonna say, because a lot of people have apple cider right now in their house. So you can use that.
Yes.
All right, how does that look, Mags?
That looks great. So,
are you sure?
Yeah, it looks good.
You didn't seem very convinced.
That's an A-, but it'll do.
So 350.
350, when in doubt, bake at 350, and then that's gonna go for about 12 to 15 minutes. It's gonna be like a very pale golden brown.
Okay.
You don't want it to get too brown because it's going in the oven again, and we don't want it to be burned. So my filling is all made. It smells yummy.
It does.
And I'm just gonna pour.
I mean, this smells like the holidays.
It does, it's cinnamon. I think cinnamon just kind of always reminds everybody of the holidays, both Thanksgiving and Christmas. So for the topping, I have, and if you want this to be gluten-free, just use gluten-free oats, which I get at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
And then I have chopped pecans in here as well.
Because this is a vegan recipe, great for
Yeah.
the vegans coming over.
Yes, yeah, so there's no dairy, no animal
That's
products.
great.
So I have some melted coconut oil that I'm gonna put in here. I'm also gonna put a little
Vegetable?
It's a little bit of safflower oil.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put.
If I don't have safflower,
You can use any neutral oil.
Okay, now don't do an olive oil because it'll be this taste too strong.
Yeah, it'll taste like olive oil. And I'm gonna put sugar, brown sugar. I'm putting regular flour with cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and ginger.
Okay.
So all your holiday spices right there, and then I'm putting almond meal in here as well.
Oh, what does that do?
That's just gonna add a little bit of flavor, like a little bit of a nutty flavor, but it's also balancing out the amount of white flour that you're using.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna steal this, and we're just gonna mix this up, and that the coconut oil is gonna just give it that nice crisp. So we'll get that mixed up, and then we just dump it on top, and then actually it's gonna bake for probably about 45 minutes.
At 350?
Yeah, at 3. When in doubt, bake at
350. That's my new thing. All right,
Yes.
so we're gonna get this in the oven at 350. When we come back, what's the next one that we're gonna be working on?
We're gonna be doing the gluten-free pumpkin cupcakes with the mascarpone cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds so good. Mags, I cannot wait. Thank you so much. And if you want to try this recipe at home for yourself, you can head to our website. She's the chef with all the tasty treats. I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Maggie Norris with Whisked Cooking School. We're gonna make our third dessert, but first I need to pull out this crust.
Yeah, let me give you something to put it on so it
Okay.
doesn't burn the countertop. But yeah, that looks great.
Is that about what you want it?
Yep, can you get it? Got it. Okay, so that's
Got it.
Great. It's like a pale brown. It's not too dark. So that's perfect. Our crisp is smelling good.
Really good.
Over here we have, we're gonna start with the frosting first because we wanna put it in the refrigerator. So we're doing our gluten-free pumpkin cupcakes with our mascarpone cream cheese.
Sign me up.
I have cream cheese, mascarpone, powdered sugar in here. So I'm just gonna get that going. Of course, normally I'm wearing a black shirt when I do this, so at least I'm not doing that.
Does all the powdered sugar need to remain in the bowl?
Apparently not. But I was gonna have you come over here and do that, but you're wearing your beautiful, beautiful sweater. So I'm gonna just get everything.
As you get that mixed up, here, I'll control this.
There we go. Okay.
It's like I love Lucy around here. So
I know.
What's next?
Yeah, seriously, here we go. So we have our gluten-free flour in here, and I use the Bob's Red Mill 1 cup to 1 cup gluten-free flour. It's done for you. You don't have to worry about anything else.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a little vanilla in here while you're doing that. And then I'm gonna add all our fall spices, same ones we had in the other ones. So ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, a little bit of salt. I'm gonna mix all of that together. And then I have brown sugar, white sugar. I'm gonna add in my eggs.
Man, those eggs look like they were cracked perfectly.
I think somebody I know standing to the right of me did a great job doing that. And I'm gonna add in my oil, so any neutral oil, a little bit of vanilla, and about a cup and a quarter of pumpkin. And I love using, the Trader Joe's is my favorite.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice bright orange, and it tastes the most like pumpkin. Because you know that just because it says 100% pumpkin just means it has to be squash. It doesn't mean it has to be pumpkin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's trickery.
Yeah, it is trickery, but that's how they do it. So I really do. I hoard the Trader Joe's over the holidays. So we've got all of our wet ingredients here, and I'm gonna add it to the dry ingredients because it's all whisked up really well.
Kind of not whisking itself.
There, look, it's coming together. That looks good. And then I'm gonna just fold all of this in together.
Okay.
And then I'll just spoon the batter into the cupcake liners.
Is that good?
That looks gorgeous. Yeah, that looks great. And then we'll pop that into the refrigerator while these are baking. So these are actually going to take about probably about 20 minutes, which is a little longer than a normal cupcake.
So we're gonna pop these in, put them in the oven, when in doubt, 350. We're gonna set this up. When we come back, we'll see everything come together.
We're gonna put together the chocolate chip pecan bars, hopefully frost our cupcake. So, we'll see.
Maggie, thank you so much. And if you wanna cook with Maggie and learn how to be a whiz in the kitchen, take a class at Whisked Cooking School. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the pecan chocolate bars. I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Maggie. So what do I need? We have our crust out of the oven,
We've got
about
our
12 minutes,
crust.
350.
You did a great job on that.
Thank
in here
you.
I have eggs, which you, again, nicely cracked. And then we have sugar. I'm gonna add, what was melted butter in here.
We were chatting too much, we forgot to melt it again.
Well, at least it's not hot, because then it would cook the eggs. And then I'm gonna add corn syrup. So it's basically like
corn syrup. I never really cook with or bake with corn syrup.
So it's used in like a traditional pecan pie filling as well. A little bit of vanilla. And then we're just gonna mix that together really quickly with a whisk. And then once that's together, you can pour those in. And that's the pecans. And I only use the Ghirardelli chocolate. Go ahead and dump it all.
Oh, all of it? Okay.
Yeah. I only use the Ghirardelli semi-sweet, bittersweet chocolate chips. To me, the semi-sweet are a little bit too sweet.
Too sweet.
And then I'm just gonna dump it in the crust. And if this crust has been out for a little bit, but you can pour this into the hot crust as well.
Oh, okay, you don't have to wait for it to cool.
Nope, you don't have to wait for it to cool. So we're just gonna spread it out, and we'll put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes until it's set. And then you wanna let it sit before you cut into it. I mean, it is pretty good when you cut right into it because it's nice and gooey, but it won't cut up into nice
squares or bars.
Nice squares, exactly. So I'm just gonna put this back in the oven.
And I see our apple crisp is out of the oven. It looks delicious.
It is the vegan
our vegan apple crisp.
I just stuck my fingers in there.
Here you go.
And the cupcakes are looking good too.
Look at those pumpkin cupcakes. And how those you said take a little bit longer to cook than a traditional.
Yeah, they're gonna take a little bit longer. So we'll wait on those, and then keep our fingers crossed that they're cool enough to frost with that delicious mascarpone cream cheese frosting.
So we'll let everything bake, cool, and set up, and when we come back, we'll see the final product. Maggie, thank you so much. And if you want to try these recipes at home for yourself, just head to our website and check under the recipe section, and we'll be right back. Pecan bars.
Ooh, apple crisp.
And we're gonna finish it up with pumpkin gluten-free muffins.
Yep,
Maggie, thank you so much.
Gorgeous. You're welcome. Thank you.
Gina, happy Thanksgiving. Mags, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Turkey Day.